One. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to this edition of First Person, sponsored by the Precision Strip Company in Minster, Ohio. Generations of service and support for that community there in Auglaize County, Minster and New Bremen. Great sponsors of PressProsMagazine.com, and for the third year in a row, sponsors here for First Person. Before we get started here this week, if you're sitting there wondering why and will Dylan Hughes, or Doug Hughes, I should say, ever disappear from the president interview that's on there, it has been a hard time and a hard period with the coronavirus to do First Person. First of all, it's difficult to get together with people because everybody's sensitive to the contagiousness of the disease, and then there's some sensitivity about priorities and should we be doing this, and then the fact of social distancing. But as that has relaxed a little bit, and now the World Health Department comes out and says, you know, it's a little safer now, and life is normal. We're pleased to be back in rotation with it now, and our guest today, for the first time in about almost 3 months, is Connor Pohl from Arcanum, the first baseman of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a guy that I've gotten to know very well over the last 4 years. And Connor, thanks for being the guinea pig, the first guy back, the guy that finally knocked Doug Hughes off First Person. Good to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
First of all, I want to talk a little bit about just the frustration of not playing baseball. And particularly, you guys get off to a slow start this year. I know the first couple of weeks I was with you in Florida and at Georgia Tech, and that didn't go well, didn't play well at Georgia Tech at all. And but by the time you got through Lipscomb, I think you lost 3 out of 4 at Lipscomb. By the time you got through Lipscomb and got to Daytona, and you're playing Fairfield and Harvard and some of those teams there, everybody starts hitting, everybody starts playing well. You win 4 of your last 5 games, and then the roof caves in. I know you wanted to play. Everybody who plays baseball wanted to play, and I know you did too.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. I mean, it's kind of just beating the drum the whole time. I mean, everybody keeps asking the same questions over and over again. It's like, I mean, what else can you do? I mean, it's we hit the stride at the wrong time, really. We played like 14 or 16 games. Hit the stride on the 9th. So I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot we could do. It was nice to see guys like Carafa and Irwin and Clegg coming along around that time and everything. So it was nice seeing them starting to hit their stride and get a little confidence.
Imagine, too, you being a senior and one of the leaders on this team, one of the veteran guys, to see these young guys come along, because you used to be the young talent yourself.
Yeah. Everybody goes through the same struggles, being young and not being as experienced. But it's nice seeing guys start to gain confidence after a little bit, after struggling a little bit and hitting that stride. You can just tell like their energy's up. You can tell that they're more confident in the box. Yeah, it's really nice to see when that happens.
What compounds this is the fact that there is no, for the first time in my lifetime, no summer baseball. Cape Cod League, the Prospect League last week canceled.
Yeah.
So you can't go to Chillicothe and get at bats. You can't go to Springfield and get at bats. There's just no place to play. What do you do in the interim to try to stay sharp? I saw you here at the 17U tournament at Newton High School over the weekend, so I know you're engaged with baseball, but what can you do to stay in shape?
I mean, now that they open the gyms and everything, it's pretty easy to go in and find a place to work out. The biggest thing that we're doing now is just hitting off the machines, because, I mean, guys aren't throwing all the time. It's hard to throw every single day if you want hits. So, yeah, we're hitting off the machine a lot, trying to find guys here and there that want to throw. It's kind of hard to find somebody at the right time to throw. Let's schedule in advance, but, yeah, it's pretty tough right now to do that.
Connor Pohl, the first baseman for the Ohio State Buckeyes, our guest this week on First Person. We talked about the fact of no baseball, but yet the NCAA comes along and says you get a mulligan. You get another chance to play your senior year. And tell me how much that means to you in particular, because the Major League Draft comes up this week. You got a couple of teammates who are going to go probably in the top 5 rounds, and I'm guessing that the reason, I know you've already got your degree.
Yep.
I'm guessing the reason you want to come back and play that senior season more than anything is take one last look at Connor Pohl.
Yeah, I mean, it's It's not all about that. It's more like I didn't get, and a lot of guys didn't get their real senior year. Like they didn't get their senior day and all that kind of stuff to kind of commemorate everything and all the time you put in and everything like that as well. But I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer too, finishing my degree and then coming back again and starting a new degree and end up double majoring. So it was kind of like a no-brainer to go back. So it was, yeah, it was a really easy decision.
We did an interview a couple years ago in print, and you said to me, life's dream to be able to get drafted, get a shot at playing at the next level.
Yeah.
How much would that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's like every kid.
Not many out of Arcanum can say that.
No. I mean, it's a dream that every kid does have, but you can't really focus on that. It's always in the back of your mind, but once it consumes you, and you don't really focus on doing the best that you can.
You're going to have a couple of guys, teammates, drafted this week, as we said, and that's going to be kind of an eerie moment for you because, honestly, at the level of baseball you're playing, which is the highest level of college baseball possible, it's infinitesimal, the difference of being drafted and not being drafted and how close you are talent-wise to those guys that you're playing against and playing with. Canzone last year, fabulous hitter, but you've had streaks like that yourself. You get hot, you get on those kind of rolls where the ball looks like a cantaloupe coming in there. It's not that far-fetched to imagine yourself in their position.
Yeah, I mean, the difference is just consistency throughout your years that you are being able to be seen by those people. And Dom's a great example of that. I mean, he's a career like 325, 330 hitter in Ohio State. It's like, I mean, he deserves every bit of what he got. I mean, he did what he needed to do, and even in the summers too. It's all about consistency.
Did you ever see a guy more, you said consistent, but that role he had last year, that string of consecutive games on base, I don't know how long it's going to be before somebody comes along and breaks that. That's like DiMaggio's record.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a testament to his overall hitting ability. Not necessarily just putting balls in play, but his overall quality bats as well. His ability to get on base was immaculate.
Yeah, he can swing the bat from either end almost and make some kind of contact, enough contact to get on. I want to talk to you real briefly about Arcanum baseball.
Yeah.
And we've laughed for years since they put the new field in. You played for Randy Baker over there. He's a great guy and a very successful high school baseball coach. I want you to tell people how hard it is to hit one out of their new ballpark, because we've laughed about it for years. He put a sign that was 385 to center field, and I think you told me a couple years ago I can hit one out of Michigan easier than I can my home ballpark.
Yeah. I mean, if Randy's watching this, it's not 385. I'll tell you that much. it's every bit over 400. I would imagine, but yeah, I mean the wind blows in too, so it is really tough to get one out there.
Connor, appreciate you taking the time. I know it's an exciting week for you, and I know it's a frustrating summer for you because you want to get back to fall baseball. We all want to see the Buckeyes play again, but I appreciate your time. Wish you the best, and the Buckeyes, of course, the best going into the 2021 season. In effect, you're going to have two freshman class. You're going to have even more talent, and you guys are going to be a favorite to win that league next year. Exciting to come back.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. Yeah, I think the most exciting part right now is the Ding and Lonsway getting drafted probably in the first 5 rounds, I would say. So
I know you're going to be watching.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right,
for sure.
All right, Connor Pohl, our guest this week, and that wraps up this edition of First Person, again sponsored by the Precision Strip Company in Minster. Check them out online. Great place to work, or give them a call sometimes. Tell them you appreciate what they do for us here on PressProsMagazine.com. They'll be glad to hear it. Until next time, for the sponsors, Connor Pohl, and everybody out there who supports what we do on Press Pros, we couldn't appreciate you more. We'll see you again then with the next edition of First Person.